In 1981, McDonald's unleashed the McRib upon the world, a boneless pork sandwich born out of a chicken shortage. But what started as a quirky menu item turned into something much more. It has become a cult phenomenon. People don't just love the McRib, they chase it. Backing up from me, terrified. This is no ordinary sandwich. It's a legend. And for the next 7 days, I'm going to be putting my body and mind to the test. I will be eating nothing but the McDonald's McRib. Every single calorie that enters my body for the next 7 days has to come from the McRib. And rule number 2. If I throw up, I lose the challenge. This is the McRib challenge. 1 week, nothing else. Let's go. I already do intermittent fasting, so I don't think I'm gonna have to consume 3 to 4 of these things a day. I think I can get away with 3 or even maybe 2 McRibs per day and feel okay by the end of this thing. Plus, I'm actually a huge fan of the McDonald's barbecue sauce. It's really good.
The journey began here, beneath the glow of the Golden Arches, a place both ordinary and sacred, where dreams of sodium and sauce come to life. And there it was, the sign. Glorious, undeniable, inescapable. The McRib had returned, whispered on the wind like a legend, a myth reborn. Not just a sandwich, a calling. Would I answer? I just thought of that right now and I really wanted to say it.
3 of the McRibs.
Just the sandwiches?
That is it, yeah.
Total is $22.
3 McRibs, $22, $7 each. A small price for tangy barbecue perfection. But as I stared at the receipt with glee, I realized the real cost has yet to come.
3 McRibs. They stink. They stink. I figured there's no better place to have my first McRib of this journey than in front of the McDonald's sign. Here's what it looks like. I mean, it smells like a McRib, like what you would expect. We got the onions, the pickles, we're going in. Very saucy. The integrity of the sandwich is actually holding up surprisingly well. I thought, you know, maybe the pickles or the onions would start flying around, but I think the sauce is acting like a bit of a glue, and then the pork meat is kind of already a paste. So it holds up pretty well. Not bad. The Golden Arches. This is my life for the next 7 days. Let's go finish this in the car.
That sounds good.
I think I got a little onion skin. A little onion skin in that one. That's all right. It's all going to the same place. It's a little slip sloppy.
Oh?
How do they shape it? I think it's like little molds.
I think it's a mold.
Like they squirted this out of a tube at some point. And somehow they kind of molded it back into a texture that vaguely resembles meat. That's impressive.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Honestly, like a 7.9 out of 10. It's not luxurious 5-star dining, but for what you pay for and what you expect, pretty good.
For the next 3 days, I door dashed the McRib like clockwork. Noon delivery, 6 o'clock encore. Efficiency at its peak. I'd conquered the logistics. 2 days down, 4 to go. Day 2, the system was still working, but cracks were forming. Noon delivery felt routine, but the 6 o'clock McRib, it was starting to feel like a chore. Day 3, noon delivery arrived on time, as always, but this wasn't about timing anymore. This was about survival. Twice a day had become a cruel ritual, a test of stamina, not hunger. But at this point, I was in too deep, so I ate, and ate some more. Each bite felt the same, tangy, smoky, predictable. The kind of predictability that starts to mess with your mind.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Last night, probably around midnight, I woke up with the worst stomach pains I've ever experienced. I have been running back and forth all night and all day today to the 2 bathrooms in my house. I have not eaten anything today, and I have not thrown up, luckily, I guess. Today is a wash. I have 0 appetite, and we will try to regroup for tomorrow.
So figured I'd give you an update. So elephant in the room, yes, we lost a day, but my stomach is feeling somewhat better. And we just went to Walmart and acquired some toys for Tots. Got this fun little electric race car and every young boy's dream, which is to be Spider-Man. So a little Nerf blaster in the form of a Spider-Man wrist launcher. And I figured, why not take some of that good karma, go to McDonald's and see if we can't have ourselves a tasty and successful McRib experience. So that's what we're about to do next, and we will see you at the location. Awful. Like, I'm so excited to be done.
Yesterday, the McRib pushed me to my limit. My body begged for mercy. The night isn't just dark, it's a canvas, and I'm painting it with barbecue sauce.
So we're about 4 minutes out from the next McDonald's stop. This is night 6. I gotta be honest with you, as we approach this McDonald's, there is a genuine pit in my stomach forming. I don't know if it's fear, if it's anxiety, if it's nausea, all of the above, but there is a very visceral reaction happening inside of me as my body and mind come to the realization that I'm about to have another McRib. I don't feel very good about it, but I need to eat something, and all I can eat this week is McRibs, so that is what we're going to do. I hope I can get another one in me tomorrow and round this thing out, but it's starting to get very, very difficult. Great. There it is. Never been hungrier.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Take a look at the menu and we'll be right with you.
All right, thank you. What do I want? What do I want?
McRib?
Yep,
Go.
that'll be it. Believe it or not, it smells like a McRib. You know, what's there to say at this point? It's saucy, it's pickly, it's oniony, it's pseudo porky. I'm just gonna eat for sustenance. You know, in a weird way, it always kind of tastes good, no matter how mentally disturbed you are by it at that point. Yeah, it's a McRib. We're throwing them down. I have one more godforsaken day left with this thing. You know, I'm gonna try to make the most of it. I don't want to be bad. I don't want to leave this angry, bitter, and upset. I'm going to try and nurture my last moments with the McRib and nurture that relationship well. So I'm going to polish this off in the car, and we'll see you again when I have my last, hopefully, last McRib. Let's go.
The road stretched endlessly ahead, cloaked in darkness, much like my thoughts. Night 6, another McRib. Another moment where reality blurred into something more unsettling. This wasn't hunger. This wasn't nourishment. This was something else. With each bite, I felt the weight of my choices. Not just the sandwich, but the absurdity of the challenge itself. The tangy sweetness coated my tongue, but left the bitterness somewhere deeper. What was I chasing? Completion? Validation? Or was I just running from myself? The final bite wasn't victory. It wasn't closure. It was a reminder that this journey wasn't over, and perhaps neither was the toll it would take. One more day, one more McRib. The road ahead felt heavier than ever.
When I tell you that morale is at an all-time low right now, I'm underselling it. I need to do something that's going to change my relationship with the McRib. Now, every time I see the McRib box or I smell that intense, rich, overly sweet McDonald's barbecue sauce, there is a visceral reaction that is happening inside of me. It is an utter and deep-rooted disgust for something that I started out so excited to enjoy and dive back into. This experiment has turned from fun, lighthearted, and energized into a constant, painful experience. This is not the relationship I want to have with the McRib, so I've made some arrangements for tonight to get our relationship back on track.
Relationships aren't easy. They take effort, understanding, and most importantly, appreciation. Somewhere along the way, I stopped seeing the McRib for what it was, something special. I treated it like a convenience, a fleeting presence I could take for granted. But tonight, was different. It wasn't just another meal. It was a chance to make things right. A chance to show I hadn't forgotten everything we'd been through. The highs, the lows, the countless bites shared in silence. It was never just a sandwich. It was my companion on this ridiculous journey. And I had failed to see its sacrifice, its consistency, its quiet willingness to be there for me, day after day. Tonight wasn't about the challenge anymore. It was about respect, about honoring what we'd built together, sauce-stained and imperfect as it was. The McRib deserved more, and it was time I finally gave it my best.
That's very nice. Thank you. Well, guys, we made it to the final McRib. Thank God. As this was cooking, while I was getting ready, my stomach started to turn a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm not here to be negative. Tonight is a night to appreciate something that you were about to lose. Me and the McRib have come a long way this journey, and here we are at the end of the road. So I figured the right thing to do is send it out properly. And I'm just gonna be slow with it. I'm gonna be gentle and I'm gonna enjoy it.
What a weird thing to say, dude.
It's salty, it's sweet. You know, the onions, they were beating me up for a little bit during the middle of the week, but it's always nice to have them around, you know? They're like that one friend that you don't really care for or talk to that much, but they're always part of the group. But when they're missing, you notice it. So it's nice to appreciate the onions here tonight. The bread, slightly toasted. Very nice, very familiar. It's like home. Very, very saucy. Gonna hit it from the back here once. This McRib has been in the fridge for the last few hours while we both got ready for this special night, and it's pulling its weight. It's still soft, still bouncy, it's still fun to be around. And the good thing about the pork patty is it does so well in the microwave. You can't overcook this thing. It really just stays one texture no matter what you do to it. And I think that's really special. Got a little chewy piece right there, but that's no problem. No problem. Here it is. All week has been leading to this very moment. And you know what? I am gonna miss it. No problems. Cheers to love, life, and McRibs, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Now I'm going to have the world's fattest salad and probably never, ever, ever order another McRib in my entire life.